Welcome! In this video, we will explain some of the features of our loop tagger machines. In this particular video, we'll use the Loop Tagger 2 model. Let's dive in. To start the machine, plug in the power socket and push the pressure valve towards the machine to let the air flow in. Make sure the big red emergency stop button is pulled outwards. The machine is now ready for action. On the right side of the machine, you will find 2 knobs and 2 push buttons. The automation or manual mode knob and the 1 or 2 cards knob and 2 test buttons below those knobs. After selecting the manual mode, the machine is ready to set all parameters. When looking at the card feeders, we immediately see that they can be set to any size of card or tag adjusted to your specific needs. With the big black knob at the side of the card feeder, you can set the width of the machine in no time. Inside the feeder, there's a centered slider, opening or closing the guide bars on both sides to nicely fit to your cards. The same goes for the top card holder above the labels. It is key that the cards are nicely held in place without squeezing them. Too much pressure would result in stuck cards and a failure at time of production. Time to test the correct release of the cards over the needle. To set the left feeder in the correct position, you simply push the right and highlighted test button once. The arm of the card feeder takes up one card and puts it over the needle. If the position is not pinpoint, you can unscrew the foot of the card feeder by loosening the black screws and adjust the position of the feeder. If the whole of the card is nicely placed over the needle, you can fasten the 2 screws again. A second push on the test button now releases the card. The same procedure goes for the right card feeder. Now let's look at the loop pins. Feed the loop pins all the way to the front of the loop gun until you hear a soft click, and see that both ends are nicely placed above the slot and under the needle. We're still in the manual mode, which means that pushing either the green button or the foot pedal will only activate a loop pin cycle. If the loop pin closes correctly, we're set for some real production. There are 3 options while going into the actual production. 1. You only want to shoot some loops around your product without applying any cards. For this, you stay in manual mode, and each time you press the pedal or green button, a cycle is made. Simple and easy. 2. You want to apply 1 card on your product, and therefore you switch to the automation mode. The first time you press the pedal, the card is presented and the machine stops. You now present your product over the needle and press a second time. Now the loop is made through both your product and the card. Once you take away your nicely labeled product, a new card is automatically presented over the needle. 3. You go full force and want to apply 2 cards to each product. For this, you switch the 1 or 2 cards knob in the down position, and the machine is ready to run exactly the same procedure, but now for 2 cards. To clear the digital counter and set it back to 0, push the test button for 5 seconds in automation mode. The counter clears and you are set for a new production. This concludes our short summary on the Loop Tagger 2. For any further information, you can simply turn to one of our Marisan colleagues, who will be eager to help you. Thank you for watching.